Okay, welcome back to the show. Many thanks for staying with us. Now, Deputy Communications Minister George Anda has rubbished claims government would be shutting down social media in the days leading to the 2020 elections. Mr. Anda says the rumor, which has been out in some circles recently, is nothing but fake news. He's been speaking at the opening of the 3rd West African Media Conference currently happening here in Accra. The conference is convened by the West Africa Media Foundation for West Africa, has drawn journalists and media owners from across the sub-region.
Going around that the government of Ghana is intending to shut down some social media channels leading up to the elections. And I want to state categorically that we do not have the capacity nor the capability to shut down any social media channel. And that news that is going out there is totally fake news itself. However, I believe that we all have a responsibility to promote responsible communication. We all have a responsibility to ensure that fake speech is not encouraged. We all have a responsibility to make sure that the entire ecosystem is conducive to promote the provisions of our Constitution.
Communications Minister, the former African Union Commission on Human Rights Chair, Pansit Lakula, is advocating reforms of electoral laws in Africa to reflect changes in technology. Madam Lakula says most of these laws were made many years ago, before the advent of social media, making it impossible for those laws to deal with the abuse of social media, for example.
Electoral laws globally are archaic and were developed pre the digital age. These laws did not envisage the challenges brought up to bear by misinformation on the freeness, fairness, and credibility of an election. Now, unlike in the past, nowadays these contraventions take place on social media platforms in the form of misinformation. Do the election management bodies have the capacity and resources, both financial and human, to continuously monitor social media platforms in order to enforce these laws? Are the policies of social media companies in line with the electoral laws, or do they inadvertently allow their platforms to be used to disseminate information which may contravene the electoral laws? Do the election monitors and observers take into consideration the challenges brought about by technology when they observe the freeness, fairness, and credibility of an election? Do they include persons who have technical expertise, especially in their long-term observation teams?
So get on our Facebook page. We've put a question there. Get interactive with us. We're asking you, how does fake news impact elections, and what do you think social media companies should do to end the spread of fake news ahead of the 2020 polls? And hashtag JoyNews, hashtag the polls. Get on our Facebook platform and send us your comments there. We will certainly share it in our interactive session with the rest of the world.